Everybody, welcome back to the Testosterone Podcast. What am I doing? I got brain damage. I seriously I was going wrong.
Welcome to the Wayback Chronicles podcast, brought to you by Noel Kirsch, Steve McKilkey, and me, Keith Abbott. In the Wayback Chronicles, we discuss the greatest events that's happened from the 1970s to the present.
In today's episode, we're going to wrap up 1990 and a little bit of a mishmash. So we're going to cover some various fun facts that Keith dug up for us. Noel's going to go through the Billboard hits of 1990, and then I'll wrap up with some of the top movies of 1990s. So, guys, we haven't talked about who's going to start first here. So
go for it, Keith.
Who wants it? There you go, Keith.
Well, yeah, so we've already done some interesting facts, so I'll start with a couple of other ones. And a lot of these facts is fun because it ties into some of the previous things that we've talked about over the years. I guess the first one would be talking about who a gentleman named Tim Berners-Lee. I don't know why he has a hyphen in his name at this point in the life. Now we do it often, but not then. Anyway, he had a formal proposal for the World Wide Web during November of 1990. He proposed and outlining a plan for a system that would use hypertext, web pages, browsers, and web servers to share documents across the internet. So he first proposed this idea to colleagues at the CERN in Switzerland, who then worked with him to develop the system for about 2 years before it became functional. So since that original concept, that's kind of where we had the ability to enjoy, quote unquote, surfing the internet. And we've talked about the internet over the years, but this was the year that the first methods of us being able to navigate the web was discussed and came into light. So kind of a fun start to this conversation.
Very cool.
I like this. We're rusty. We've taken a month off.
Can you insert the crickets?
I sure will.
Thank you, Mr. Hyphen Man.
You lost me at hyphen. The whole thing about the hyphen threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was such a Gen X thing for Keith to say.
All right. I know. I probably get some criticism from others about it, but I like it. I'm a Gen Xer and I'm proud.
Absolutely, man.
But yeah, I think something that we kind of alluded to in the last episode, we were talking about old school buildings of yesteryear, was the music. And so that's what I really want to listen to, Noel. I think you've got a little bit of a list of some of the nostalgic songs of 1990. So I'm curious to hear what were hits then.
There were a lot of really good hits. And as I was going through the list of hits, hold on just one second. For some reason, my browser closed.
This is simply the worst podcast we've ever done so far.
Please hold.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
To be transparent to our listeners, we didn't research for a minute.
Right.
We've all been busy. Y'all probably haven't even noticed we haven't released an episode in 3 weeks.
Right.
But we're not quite ready, but we're
gonna edit all this out, right?
This whole dang thing, dude.
All right, the whole thing. You're gonna have like 15 minutes.
He's gonna have an overnighter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, on the bright side, I'm not releasing this crap till next week, so we're good.
There we go.
All right,
there we go.
We'll pick up the recording right here. All right, so music was actually pretty good for 1990. I was scrolling through some of these songs and having a difficult time just like reading the words, reading the titles, and not like breaking out into songs. So anyway, all right. So number one single for 1990 was "Hold On" by Wilson
Phillips.
Oh yeah.
Hold on for one more day.
Yeah.
Man,
I know that you're a space or something.
Hold on for one more day.
Break free from the chains.
Carney.
I know. No. So interesting factoid about Wilson Phillips, and probably pretty much everybody that's Gen X at least knows this, but they were. Two of the girls in Wilson Phillips were daughters of Beach Boys. Did y'all know that?
Yep. Yep. Carney and Wendy were the daughters of Brian Wilson.
Yep.
Yep.
It was the same Beatle or same? Sorry, same Beatle.
Yes, same
Beach Boy.
Yep, same Beach Boy. They were the daughters of Brian Wilson and China Phillips, who was the daughter of John and Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas. So she also had a good pedigree.
Wow.
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, whenever they sang happy birthday in that family, it was probably something special.
It probably went on for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I want to do it.
Yeah.
I have a different idea for that song here.
Gotta keep those happy birthday songs happening.
I mean, no.
I got your Woody in his birthday. You're having a happy birthday.
And they got a tambourine.
Dad, quit trying to show me up. Just say happy birthday. You want to have a happy birthday. You're turning 22. Shut up, Dad. Anyway.
And then you got the Mamas and the Papas doing their California Dreamin'. All the candles are blown and the smoke is gray.
Happy birthday. And the cake is gone.
Happy birthday. 21-year-old dreaming, 21-year-old dreaming. Happy birthday. And then the Beach Boys come back.
He goes on and the candles are burned all the way into the cake.
It's like we're having wax for dessert.
Hey, my birthday.
Hey, I'm going to start my own band.
They go to Chuck E. Cheese and they're like, have all their friends there and stuff. And then Chuck E. Cheese is like sweeping the floor. He's like, we're closing at 9 o'clock. Get out of here for crying out loud. Y'all been singing for 3 hours.
So
That's
great.
awesome.
So great.
Anyway, that's the top one. Hold On by Wilson Phillips.
Good song.
It must have been Love by Roxette.
Oh man, I'm a big Roxette fan. I think they have some really good songs.
It's been love,
but it's over now.
over now. I got the
background. Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor.
Oh yeah, good. So fun fact: who originally wrote that song? Do y'all know?
Hold on. Let me. Nothing Compares to You.
I know this.
Oh, was it UB40?
No. But I like how you used the 2 and the U to be like letters, like UB40.
Did you see the connection there?
I did. So it was originally written and recorded by Prince.
Oh, that makes sense.
Really? Yes. So great song.
Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe. And
okay.
Now you know.
Poison. Oh yeah.
Poison.
BBD. I don't even know the rest.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show you all the next one. I'm gonna give you all some visual clues. Now, obviously, the listeners won't be able to play along, but I'm gonna give you all some visual clues.
Okay. Vogue.
Oh. Bingo.
Nice.
There you go. Vogue by Madonna was number 5.
Very good. I like that. Nice job, Noel.
It's too bad that our listeners couldn't see that because
I feel like I should have recorded that in some way.
Noel's either voguing or directing traffic in the airport. One or two. I mean, it's.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, it could have been a song by the B-52s.
I had one of my employees last Friday tell me that he was taking off early to go to the Madonna concert. I'm like,
wow.
Dude, next time, just say you need to take off early. Don't tell me you're going to the Madonna concert.
Right. No doubt.
God. Yeah, we hounded the hell out of him for the rest of the afternoon about going to the anyway.
I can imagine.
Yeah. That's what I recovered from last time I saw a picture of current Madonna. I know we've.
Oh my God!
No kidding. But yikes!
No kidding.
I wonder if she looks any better now, or if maybe that was right after a surgery or something. I don't know what's going on. I know she got really sick or something. Maybe that was part of it, but maybe she's doing better. Nah. It was definitely got my attention. Like, holy cow,
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, I'm not going to go through each one of these because there's 100 and we'll be here forever. But Another Day in Paradise by Phil Collins. That's a good one.
Good song.
Cradle of Love by Billy Idol. Blaze of Glory by John Bon Jovi.
That's a good. I love the Blaze of Glory is a great harmony on that song. That's awesome. Such a good song.
How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Michael Bolton?
Yeah,
from The Office.
Very nice.
It was a normal name until that clown, no talent clown, started winning Grammys. Have to bleep that out. But anyway, Opposites Attract by Paula Abdul.
Yeah. I like that. I like the video to that. That was really awesome.
For sure.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You by Heart.
Wilson and them. Oh man, they are. I love the band Heart. Ann Wilson and her sister Nancy. Those are some talented ladies. Holy cow! Yep. Still, I mean, they're still rocking. They're awesome.
Yep. Don't Know Much by Leonard Ronstadt and Aaron Neville. Have you ever heard me do my Aaron Neville impersonation?
Oh, but I want to now.
Oh, okay. I don't know if my voice has changed. It might not be the same, but there was a time when I could do an Aaron Neville, and it was scary. Have you ever heard Aaron Neville sing?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very unique.
Whenever I've had a couple of beers, I might try it again.
Which is current.
Well, maybe more beers. It's going to take a lot to get to Aaron Neville. But trust me, man, that's a ride you won't forget. It's pretty. Anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a microphone ready. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Aaron Neville is, it's something.
That's a talented voice too. I'm impressed, Noel. He's got a great voice.
Tough. That's a tough one to get because he changes pitches so quickly.
Yeah.
But, anywho,
disappointed. I thought we were getting it. I really did.
No, Step by Step by New Kids on the Block. I know Steve's favorite.
Yeah. I need to go back to Phil Collins for a second because until recently, I hadn't listened to Phil Collins in a long time, so I started listening to him on Apple Music while I'm driving. Mm-hmm. God, I forgot how good he is.
Man, that guy's got some talent.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's doing his final tour right now, or he's finished his final tour.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. He had his last tour with Genesis last year, and boy, poor guy is in pretty bad shape. And it was. I mean, he was still. The good thing was he still had his personality in that concert. It's on YouTube. I encourage anybody that was a Genesis fan. If you want to go back and watch that video, there's the whole concert's there, but there's a part where he announces that it's his last, it's their last show. And I mean, this was the poster that I had in my room was Genesis, right? So I love this group. And, Peter Gabriel was the original lead singer. And I think they'd even give a shout out that he was in the crowd. So like the whole group was there kind of supporting it. And it's like I said, it's difficult to watch these people not idolize. I hate that word, but like really, really heavily influenced you,
they're part of your soundtrack growing up.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was painful to watch that. But yeah, that Another Day in Paradise, that's a lot of that music video is about poverty and things like that. Sadly, a lot of that video was filmed in El Paso, where my hometown. Really? Yeah.
Really?
So, yep. So a little call out there.
I'm going to give you all the name. I'm going to give you all the song and an artist, and I want you all to guess where they fall in the top 100. These next four, in my opinion, should be higher, but they're not. So,
got it.
Free Fallin' by Tom Petty.
Oh, man.
Where do y'all think that landed on the top 100?
So, Tom Petty, anything should be
number
top
one, right?
50 at least.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Yep. But I'm based on Noel's outrage, I'm going to say about 200.
Oh, jeez.
I would say like 68.
64. You're really close, Keith. Okay. Yep. 64. And I mean, Free Fallin', I mean, anything, like I said, like I agree with you. Like anything Tom Petty should be top 50. I would say top 20 because he's just legendary.
Oh, no doubt.
He's
good.
One of those that when he passed, actually, like, that was upsetting to me. I never met the guy, but I mean, what a legendary singer.
Yep.
They say that he was a lot like Prince from a standpoint that he has this just massive library of songs that people have never heard. And I hope one of these days both of those libraries get opened up to the world.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
I hope so.
Yeah. No, agreed. That was one of those, I'm with you, Noel. That was one of those bucket list concerts that I always said that I would see and I never did. And now it's kind of like, I've got that sense of urgency. I'm so glad we're all going to see that concert in August because I've got a sense of urgency to go and enjoy. So
I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, for our listeners, we're going to go watch the Sammy Hagar concert with Loverboy, believe it or not, opening that. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
That's going to be awesome.
I say we crash at Noel's place the night before, make Bosky fries.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm all about it. It'll christen their new house, just get the new smell out of it, put the grease in.
Right, yeah.
I like it.
You don't need no fresh paint.
Linda's going to murder me, man.
Totally. She's like, this is flashbacks of things that I don't remember flashing back to or want to.
Our best Amico jokes.
Yeah.
The Humpty Dance.
Oh yeah.
The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump.
Do the Humpty Dance. All right. So y'all know the song that is like.
I like that, Steve. I remember that loop, that bass loop. Yeah.
How about You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer? Where do you guys think that would fall? Because that's iconic.
I really think that should have been a top 10 this year, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It might be. Where do you think it is?
Oh, okay. Okay, so it might be
85.
Steve guesses 85.
Okay, wait, but I just said a top 10 and you said it might be. 9.
55.
Oh, I said, wow. Divide, multiply or add both of ours together and divide by 2. We had it, Steve. I don't care what they say. So
You Can't Touch This. That's surprising. It's that low.
I'm sad. That should have been up there.
Were these songs all released in 1990, or that's just where they landed in 1990?
I don't know if they were released in 99. I just this is what the Billboard Top 100 for the singles for that year was.
Let's see. You Can't Touch This was released when? It was released in May 28th of 90. It should have been higher. Should have been higher.
That's sad. Blame It on the Rain by Milli Vanilli or
such
those
a
other
great
2 guys.
Stinking song.
It was.
I loved Milli Vanilli. I still will listen to that album. Okay. Yeah. Blame It on the Rain is one of the coolest songs ever made, I think.
It is.
And I will be, and we talked about this before we started recording. If they were around today, it would be no big deal. They would be right there with the rest of the artists right now, and probably be better than them.
Was it like Eunice and what is the other guy's name? Like the real Milli Vanilli?
Yeah. So Rob and Fab were the original Milli Vanillis, right? And so the 2 people who are the real voices of Milli Vanilli were a guy named Brad Howell and John Davis. And so they actually were the ones that recorded Girl, You Know It's True, Baby, Don't Forget My Number, Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You, Blame It on the Rain, and All or Nothing. All of them were the 2 voices that were heard on the recordings. Baby. And I've got a picture of them. So this right here, this is Brad Howell, and this is John Davis right here. So
okay, I mean,
now we know why the camera.
Maybe it's the lighting.
Yeah,
it could have been the angle.
So it's definitely the lighting, and obviously the camera adds 10 pounds or 50. And so, but here's an interesting little factoid about Rob and Fab, right? They were trying to mount a comeback, and they actually recorded a comeback album using their own voices in 1998 called Back and in Attack. But Rob, I think his last name is Pilatus. Pilatus.
That sounds right.
Rob Pilatus. Yeah, Pilatus or something. He died of an accidental drug and alcohol overdose the night before the promotional tour for the album, and the album was never released. How is that for a sad, tragic end?
I did not know that.
Yeah, sad, tragic end to Milli Vanilli.
So the actual Milli Vanilli, one of the actual Milli Vanilli guys, they were going to release a real album, and the night before the real release, he dies of a drug overdose.
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty sad. Pretty sad. So yeah, pretty wild. But that was great. Still, like I say, I still will listen to that album and enjoy every second of it because it was good. It was really good.
It really was.
So
all right, this is the last one. This is the guesser rank. So Ice Baby by, I don't even need to say this, do I? But by Vanilla Ice.
Okay.
Where would you guys think that was? Where would you think that one's ranked?
Again, that's another one that's easily top 10 in anybody's memory of that year. I would say it's probably 102.
Okay. That is It is an iconic song.
It is.
Yeah. All right.
102 from
43.
What's that?
43.
Jeez, man, you're good. It's 45.
Wow.
Nice
Look
job,
at
dude.
you. That's
I'm
good.
impressed.
I still can't believe it's at 45 when you think about, he came and sang at Texas Tech this year. So,
Yeah.
and every
That's big
Gen
time right
Xer,
there.
every Gen Xer was out there like rocking it. So
Wow.
He actually,
Ice Baby.
Ice actually lived in Farmers Branch.
Yeah.
Part of
I
his
didn't
life.
know that.
So,
Interesting.
Yeah. And he claims to be from Miami, but I would too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a hot rap artist from Farmers Branch.
It doesn't have the same effect as downtown Detroit, does it, or something?
Rolling in my 5.0 down Farmers Branch, Maine. Yeah, it does it.
Not quite the same.
Not quite the same. Well, and that is it, guys. I don't want to go, like I said, there's 100 songs in here. We could go for a long time, but there's some really, really great music that was released in 1990. We kind of covered a couple of them, but some of them were ranked far too low, in my opinion. But
absolutely, jeez,
yeah, it's crazy. Bobby Brown was on it. She ain't worth it.
Man.
She ain't worth it. Unskinny Bop by Poison.
That's a great song.
Unskinny Bop, 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 bop.
Man.
Downtown Train by Rod Stewart.
Yeah, see, I love that. That is a great song right there.
It is.
Golly.
It is. That's 37.
Okay. Yeah, well, they even had like Policy of Truth and Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode was in there.
I know. There's some really, really good ones.
Golly, that's crazy. Yeah,
Janie's Got a Gun by Aerosmith.
I love that one.
How about this one? Do y'all remember Enigma?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's what is. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Sadness or Sadness? Sadness. I don't know. Listeners, tell us which way it is. But yeah, that Enigma song was in 1992. So yeah, great, really cool, really cool.
That was like my study music. That Enya.
Yeah,
I listened to Enya and Enigma for my study music.
Both awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't make it through a whole album, but
I know this is going to release after the solar eclipse next week. But I was thinking, like, what songs would you put as a playlist during the eclipse? I was like Total Eclipse of the Heart has to be one of them.
That's got to be up there.
Yeah.
Every song with the clips in the lyrics.
Yeah. That heavy metal band, The Darkness.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm gonna Google this and see if the songs you play during an eclipse. Night and Day by Hot Chip, Supernova by Liz Phair, Black Moon by King Tut. Yeah, Black Hole Sun. There's one. Soundgarden. Total Eclipse of the Heart. There it is. Eclipse by Pink Floyd. Oh,
Eclipse
Staring
by
at the
John
Sun.
Denver.
There you go. See, there's some good ones out there.
Maybe we should post this on our Facebook page and see if we get people to suggest some.
I think we should. We should create a playlist for people to play during the eclipse.
There you go.
That'd be perfect.
There you go.
We'll make it. We'll make it.
I don't think I've ever heard the song Eclipse by John Denver.
I don't think I have either. Very cool.
Good stuff. You want to run through some
man.
movies?
Let's do it. What's some good movies?
All righty. So as I sort of reviewed this list, they're either, in my opinion, iconic movies or they sucked.
Okay.
And so
no in between.
Follow along and y'all tell me. So the first one, if I've watched it, I don't remember it. I know what it's about. But the number one ranked, I guess, grossing box office movie of 1990 was the movie Ghost.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
You don't remember that?
I don't.
Had Patrick Swayze in it.
And Demi Moore, right?
Demi Moore.
And Whoopi Goldberg, yeah.
It's the famous, the clot, or the clay pots, the clay pot
with the Unchained Melody playing while they're doing the clay pot, right?
This is that movie?
Yeah, that's that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that always freaked me out was when like the shadow people like grab Willie, like the bad guy Willie. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Like took him away.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it was creepy, man.
I remember that. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, I'm still remembering the clay pot scene and all that stuff. I forgot about those creeper dudes.
Our Gen X is showing right now.
Absolutely. But yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
Yeah.
Good. That was a good show though. I'll admit for a chick flick, pretty solid.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, the second one is also, I guess you could classify as a chick flick, is also the movie that, in my opinion, put Julia Roberts on the map.
Oh, it must be Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Oh, man. Great song. Great show. Great show.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw was on a bus trip in the tech band, I think, and I don't think I watched it until I was in college, and so, but
great movie.
Yeah, she wasn't ugly in that.
She was not at all. No, that was a good one.
Yeah. The number 3 grossing movie was some people say it was a Christmas movie. I could watch this one all year long.
Die Hard.
Home Alone.
Oh, another great movie.
Would you classify that as a Christmas movie?
I would, yeah, absolutely.
I would.
Absolutely.
His whole family left for Christmas and left him behind.
Yeah.
Like it's such a bad example of bad parenting, you know?
Oh, totally.
We used to celebrate that.
Right. Right. It became a box office hit.
I know. I can relate. I like this.
We bad parenting so much we made a sequel.
Right. Exactly.
The number 4 highest grossing was one I could not watch, and so I watched this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow. Yeah.
Just nothing there.
Yeah.
Nothing there for me.
I remember that. There's been so many remakes of that. I don't even know which one's which. Like there's so many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shows. I don't know which one's the 1990, which one came out last year. It's like they're all the same in different artists' visions, but I don't know.
And video games and cartoons and everything. Yeah. It's so overdone.
Yeah.
Like it's
agreed.
No thanks.
Number 5 was just a great movie. It's The Hunt for Red October.
Oh,
and one ping only. I would have loved to have seen Montana.
I would love to have seen Montana. This vessel doesn't react well to bullets.
One ping only.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah,
I love that movie so much.
One of my favorite parts of that is when they go from speaking Russian to speaking English, and they zoom in on the mouth and they zoom out.
So great how they did that.
Like that's so great.
So I gotta talk about and admit a thing that we did during college as a result of this show. So I don't know if you remember, but in the movie, the Russian submarines, the Americans said that they would do what's called a crazy Ivan. Mm-hmm. And a crazy Ivan was when they would like kind of veer to the left or the right to check if there was a sonar running behind them. Mm-hmm. Do you remember this?
Yes.
So I don't remember who it was. Steve, you're probably privy to this maybe, but I remember that we had this thing that if there was a really good looking girl that was walking behind us, we would say, "Hey man, what did you think about that crazy Ivan guy?" And everybody would know that means to look behind you.
Chapter 6.
That's funny.
So good.
The movie that came in at number 6 overall in the box office, and that's Total Recall. Do you remember that?
Oh, I love Total Recall.
Yes.
That was the 3 booby chick one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I heard about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Sharon Stone in that movie with Arnie. So
that's right. It was. I forgot she was in that. You're right.
Yeah. And there was a remake a couple of years ago, but I didn't watch it. It's one of those that you can't beat the original on that one. Probably that was a good show. The 3 booby recall. That's good, man.
That was a 3 booby movie, right?
That's one that I know of, at least.
That's great.
So at number 7, Noel mentioned Die Hard as a Christmas movie. Well, Die Hard 2 came out in 1990. That came at the number 7 spot overall.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And then, and I don't know why I like this next movie. Maybe it's like, I like Morgan Freeman as an actor or something like that. But number 8 was Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I actually have never seen that movie.
Have you not?
I need to watch that.
Yeah.
It's good.
It is. It's, it was well done in a respectful way. Number 9 is a movie I've never seen called Dick Tracy.
Oh, yeah. It was a movie based on a old comic book with Warren Beatty. And I went and saw it. It was disappointing. I mean,
Really?
Yeah. Did you like it? No. I mean, it was okay. It was okay. Definitely forgettable, sadly.
What was that movie? The one with Jessica Rabbit or something?
Yeah.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that one 1990?
It was around then.
Not as far as I can tell, but like I think that we're talking about the Paul Abdul music video, and that Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I think they came around at the same time because they used the same. I think they used the same technology to do that music.
Wouldn't
video.
surprise me on that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was what connected it. It was in 1989, so it was the year before that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Right.
And then the number 10 overall it's crazy that this franchise was already in its third movie, but it's Back to the Future Part 3 came out in 1990. Wow. And
that one was really good.
The first one was in 85.
Yeah. It's crazy that they put them together that quickly, in my opinion. But
yeah. Well, didn't they record 2 and 3 at the same time? I think they? I think so. Have you all seen the Michael J. Fox show that he kind of it's kind of an autobiography on, I think it's on Netflix or something.
I haven't.
It's worth a watch. It's really interesting. I didn't realize this, but he was it Full House that he was on? What was the show? Not Full House. It was not Full House. It
Family
was
Ties.
Family Ties. Thank you. Yep. But so he had a contract with Family Ties, and he literally would film Family Ties during the day, and he would sleep in the limo. He'd have a driver that would drive him, and he would sleep in the limo on the way to the set for the original Back to the Future, and like literally would film Back to the Future at night, sleep, and they would be like, he would go to his apartment, and there would be somebody that would literally go into his apartment and wake him up and take him to the sitcom. And it was like this vicious cycle until the Back to the Future movie got finished. And it was like watching him with this midnight oil burn like all the time. It was like, wow. Man, I don't know how he did that, but yeah, crazy.
It's crazy.
But it's a great documentary on Michael J. Fox. It's worth a watch, really is.
That's crazy. He was 23 years old whenever he did the Back to the Future movie.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So that's young.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's always interesting how movie studios find the talent.
I know.
Especially someone like him at such a young age, and then to everything he did was golden there.
It really was.
He started. So anyways, as we look at other movies just popped out 1990, just random going through the list. Days of Thunder came out that year.
I love that movie so much.
Tom Cruise.
Another 48 Hours, Born on the 4th of July.
Tom Cruise again. Wow.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is busy that year.
Yeah, he was. Dances with Wolves.
That was a good movie.
Costner.
Arachnophobia.
Oh, that movie freaked me out. I don't like spiders since then.
Yeah. RoboCop 2 came out.
Yo, move, creep. That is a good one. That's when he crapped baby food.
No kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I saw the second one.
Yeah. They made the RoboCop, and then like they were like, "What are we gonna?" So he crapped food like that they could feed to babies.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
No,
I did not.
No,
I'm pretty sure that's right. Maybe I made that up, but
Rocky
I'm
5.
I'm gonna Google did RoboCop
crap baby food?
Baby food.
We're gonna wait this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Here, while Noah's looking, I'm going to give you a fun fact, right? So 1990 was the year of the U.S. making Saturn cars.
Oh,
there
my
you
parents
go.
had one of those. Yeah.
Yes. And we have a listener, Dan, right? And I will give a shout out to Dan because the first awesome Saturn car I ever remember seeing was his. And it was in the Tech Band parking lot, and we all went over there to oogle at it. So very cool. Very cool. So shout out to Dan. Thanks for listening, man.
The Detroit PD was where the RoboCop was, but it was actually the Dallas PD.
Yeah,
oh, really?
I remember it was. They thought Dallas had a more modern or a futuristic looking skyline or something like that.
That's exactly right. And he was crapping baby food. They were feeding kids with stuff that came out of RoboCop.
Wow,
That's wild.
There is that.
Yeah, that's a Gen X thing that would never fly today.
100%.
Definitely not.
100%. Anyway, there you go.
Just a few more to just to highlight. So Rocky V came out in 1990. In my opinion, they should have stopped 2 movies. But
yeah.
The Little Mermaid came out.
Great show. I love The Little Mermaid. That's a great show.
There's that little thing about the cover of the.
Oh yes, I remember
I'll
this.
Just leave it right there. If you're Gen X, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then Google it. But yeah, there's a thing. Go ahead, Steve.
Literally.
Another great was Goodfellas.
I need to see that. I have never seen Goodfellas, and I know I've heard it's one of the best movies ever made. So I want to see that.
It's good.
Yeah.
And then Kindergarten Cop, and then the final one that I'll mention is
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
What was the last one, Steve?
Glory. I just thought
that was a great show. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, one more to mention. This was the hit of 1990. Was Ernest Goes to Jail.
Oh, I mean, that's up there with the best of them, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
There were so many Ernest movies back in the day. Is he dead or is he still alive?
I
have no idea. Did I?
I might be confusing him with Pee Wee, though. Who knows?
Yeah. The kind of the same genre, isn't it? Yeah. And while you're Googling, I will give a last fun facts for you of 1990. The first one goes back to the satellite navigation, Noel. So this was the year that the first in-car satellite navigation system is sold by Pioneer. So we're talking about GPS and the like. So that happened then. Another fun fact was this was the year that workers from the United Kingdom and France meet 40 meters beneath the English Channel and create the first ground connection between the UK and the mainland of Europe called the Channel Tunnel, or more affectionately, the Chunnel. So that happened in 1990. And also the official beginning of the demolition of the Berlin Wall began in June of 1990 as well. Yeah. So those are my last little fun facts. Other than Sue, does everybody remember who Sue is? Anybody remember Sue?
I do. Not
a boy named Sue, but a T-Rex named Sue. It was the most complete skeleton of a T-Rex ever found, and it was found in South Dakota. And over about 90% complete and measured about 13 feet tall and 40 feet long. Could you imagine that coming up to you in a dark alley? So pretty awesome. And the Chicago's Field Museum eventually purchased it for over $8 million and spent tens of thousands of hours preserving and assembling one of the most important dinosaur discoveries ever to be seen. 1990 for you folks.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Ernest P. Worrell is the name of Ernest from all the movies and commercials and things like that in the 90s. His real name was Jim Varney. He was born in Kentucky in 1949, and he passed away in 2000. So 24 years ago, he passed away.
Time.
There you go.
Very good.
That's what the research department told me anyway. So anyway, good wrap up of 1990.
Absolutely, man. So we're going to do another episode following. We're going to have a tease a little bit of a big announcement we have coming up. So we'll highlight that. We hope y'all tune in because we think this will be super exciting, especially if you share the same generation that we do. So, everybody,
Gen X, listen up. It's you're going to be excited.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Keith, for running the ship today. Keith's having some tech issues, so me and Noah are gonna close it out into our favorite Keith jokes real quick. No.
All you can do is just smile. He can't say anything.
Everybody have a great day. Thanks to both of y'all for making this a fun episode, and we'll all talk soon.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Wayback Chronicles. All shows are written and produced by Noel, Keith, and Steve. Massive thanks to those who made these memories possible for us through the years. All songs, sounds, and effects have been attributed in the comments section and through links listed on waybackchronicles.podbean.com. We look forward to taking you way back again in the very near future. Something new? It's been an awesome journey so far. I wonder what those 3 Gen X boys are up to. Who am I kidding? I know exactly what they are up to. And you are absolutely going to love it. Stay tuned.